Hi everyone, this is Kalyan Kumar and welcome to another unboxing and review video in Product Review. When Amazon launched its subscription-based streaming service Prime Video in India in late 2016, one of my biggest gripes, apart from its confusing stance on censorship, was the fact that there wasn't a convenient way to get the experience on your big screen. You either had to rely on the Apple TV for its AirPlay service at that time, as Apple didn't have the Prime Video back then, or fall back on hooking up your computer to your TV with an HDMI cable, which is what I used to do, but is not an ideal solution for people who don't have a spare or multiple laptops with them. The reason for that is Amazon's choice to not play nice with others. It made an app for Apple TV only a few months back, and it doesn't support Google's Chromecast on Android or any other Android TV boxes. Instead, the company prefers that uses by its own hardware the Fire TV lineup. You couldn't buy one of these in India for a very long time, but it changed in April 2017 with the arrival of the Fire TV stick. But remember, the Fire TV is still not available in India. So let's get to the unboxing of this device, and then I'll set up the device and I'll be using it for a couple of days and then bring you the review in this very video. So that's the box, as you can see. I got this, I think, in December of 2017, and I haven't had the time to make a video on this. It was just lying there in my cupboard, and finally I decided that it's high time that I did the unboxing. So here's the box, as you can see, and easy to use and perfectly portable, and a lot of other things here. And it has a voice control, but generally it works only for the Prime Video stuff. Fire TV with voice remote, and Hotstar, Netflix, Ditto, Voot, Eros Now, NDTV, Amazon Prime, TED, something called Zenga TV, Spule, and New G. Ghana is basically a music service in India. And they have not put the YouTube logo because there is a problem with YouTube. YouTube has been pulled out of the Amazon Fire TV services since the 1st January 2018. Welcome New Year, and a very important service goes, perhaps the most important streaming service of all, has gone out of the Amazon ecosystem. So, and then we will also see in the review how to have a workaround to get that thing involved. Now remember, this one came in 2017. This is the 2017 model. If I update this, I'm going to have a problem with YouTube. And let me see if I need to update this or can I do it without the update. Because generally I think what will happen is the moment I set this up, it is going to start updating. So anyway, let's open this up. And okay, so it says cut it from here. So let's cut it from here. So this opens. I mean, they've packed it so well that you can open it also so well, and that's great. So here's the box. Generally I end up destroying my boxes, and this is what you get out of the box. Alright, so the first is AAA batteries, 2 of them, and these are Amazon logo. Wow, I never knew Amazon made batteries too. But there are a lot of Amazon basic stuff available. Fire TV stick with voice remote, and I think it tells you a bit about what all is inside and how to use this. Not a big deal in this. And this is, I guess, some additional information, some caution information. And this is the beautiful voice remote. I think this is the only device where the remote is larger than the device itself. And let's remove all of these. I mean, there are a lot of people who keep putting a lot of plastic casings on the remote, so much so that sometimes the remote becomes non-functional, just to protect the remote from dirt and other stuff. But very good build on the remote, and a bit of a slippery thing, but I like it. And this should be the device. Just looks like a USB stick, but this is an HDMI stick. Very similar to the first iteration of Chromecast, not the latest one. This is the HDMI part in it. And this is the micro USB through which you charge. And there's nothing else here. It's got some inbuilt storage. We'll talk about more of that stuff when we do the review. And here should be the adapter. So let's take out all the plastics so that we can start using them easily. Okay, so there goes a USB thing, and the USB cable is here. Micro USB to USB. This one is used for charging, and you should have a HDMI extender also. I'm just figuring out where it is. I think it's here. This is the HDMI extender. That means in case you end up having a TV which is wall mounted, or its ports are upside down and it is difficult to reach this, or maybe there are two HDMI ports very close to each other, which is what all these smart TV makers and laptop makers do. Two HDMI ports very close to each other, and you already have something connected to the other one, and that blocks connecting this very broad device. Then what you can do is just connect this to the HDMI port of your TV and connect this HDMI to the female of here. So this is basically an extender. So just fix this like this. So this is basically an extender. So just attach your Fire Stick into this, and this goes into your TV. So that's it, not much here. Let's do the setting up of this device. The first thing we're going to do is the setup of the device and an overview of the layout. So let's set this thing up. Now I'm using a laptop to display and record the Fire Stick. I've connected an HDMI capture card that will turn any computer into a monitor as well as record the HDMI source connected to it. Remember that the Fire TV Stick does not come with any battery, and so you need to connect it to a power source. And this is the Fire TV Stick, and I've already hooked up the adapter, the USB adapter, to the power source. Now you can connect the micro USB power cable either to the external power source with a USB adapter like this one, which is an Amazon adapter, or connect the power cable to any USB port of the TV that you're using. Now, if it is USB port, make sure it's a 3.0 port of the TV. Now, Amazon recommends a separate power source than the USB of the TV, because the USB port of a TV will shut down the moment you shut down the TV, and that would mean that the Fire Stick will also shut down if it is going to take the power from the USB of the TV itself. Now, it won't be able to take in automatic updates, so it's better to connect the micro USB power cable to a separate power source if it is possible. And the power cable is pretty long. The micro USB cable is pretty long. So now let's hook this up. I'm connecting this to my splitter that will help me overcome the HDCP restriction that is there in the Amazon Fire Stick. And let me connect the micro USB power cable here. So there it goes, and very soon you should be able to see the Amazon logo in the monitor. And as you can see, the Amazon logo is up there. As you can see, it is optimizing system storage and application. It says it will take approximately 10 minutes. And soon this will be over. So I'll cut short the duration of this. So it's almost nearing the end of the optimizing. And once it does that, you will get the Fire TV Stick logo, and now it says searching for your remote, and it has searched it, and now it says press the play button. And then select the language. I select English India. Scanning for networks. And the first one is the network that I should be in. And at this point of time, I'm going to show you the app that I'm going to use, because that is easier to use it with this remote. And this is the Fire TV app, if you notice. This one is a Fire TV app. So you can just go to the Google Play Store and type in Fire TV and Amazon Fire TV remote app. You get this. So install this app. I'm going to open it up. It's going to scan for the Fire TV stick. And right now it won't be able to scan because right now my Fire TV stick is not connected to my network. Once this is connected to my network and they are in the same network, only then it will be able to get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the remote to do the work here. So enter the password. It's pretty difficult to type here because the keyboard, it's really a nightmare. The keyboard is not a QWERTY keyboard. It's laid out alphabetically, which is not something that you're used to. And so it is a little disconcerting to use it. It's trying to connect to the network. It's connecting. And the moment it connects, I'll be able to connect the Fire TV stick with my remote app on the phone. So let's keep the app open. And now it says checking for updates. That'll take some time. Register. I already have an account. So if you don't have one, get one. And now I got to get the login ID, again using the keyboard. And this is how the remote is behaving. Let me just show you. It was getting the remote here. I click the remote. It's giving me a code right on the screen. And it says 1573. And I think it's logged in. So now I'll be able to type in the things pretty fast here using my phone. So for typing, remember, it's always better to use the remote app on the phone. Signing in, registering the Amazon Fire TV, successfully registered. It should show us the yes, I want to continue as myself. Say Wi-Fi, yes. And I don't want parental controls because there's no kid in the house.
While we finish setting up your device, let's take a quick tour of your new Fire TV stick.
So it's loading the contents and select any of the apps you want. I think I'm going to do that later on. And enable data monitoring. I don't want that. I have an unlimited speed here. And that is the home screen of the Fire TV stick. In fact, it would have been much better if the Fire TV remote had an air mouse with gyroscope. My TV has it and it's so easy to use it for typing. And so the best alternative is to use the Fire TV app on your smartphone. You can download it from the App Store or the Google Play Store. And make sure that the Fire TV stick as well as the phone are in the same wireless network. Now, once you're in, you will see 5 main tabs across the top. As you can see, there's home, there is movies, TV shows, apps, and settings. And they all behave exactly the way they claim to be. So this is the home where you got your apps as well as movies and TV shows and stuff. And the first layer is recent. And then you have your apps and games, some of the apps and games that you have. Your latest movies that are there in the Prime Video service, top free games, latest TV shows, top movies, movies in Hindi, top TV, recommended apps and games, action, adventure. Now various categories are there, popular games for you, movies in Telugu, Hollywood movies and stuff. So that is the home screen. And to get back to the main tabs, keep going up and there you get the main tab. Now the movies tab is all about Amazon Prime Video service, as I said. And in India, you can use a voice remote only for the Amazon Prime Video service. And it will not work for any other service like Netflix. So let's check out some of the voice capabilities of this. So let me search something. Amitabh Bachchan. So it is able to show me some stuff. Let me see if it is able to search it. As you can see, all the movies of Amitabh Bachchan are there. Let's look for The Mentalist. And as you can see, the Mentalist comes up. So you can even search by name of the actor, by director, directly the name of the movie or the video that you're trying to see. And then you have the TV shows up there. Apps are showing you some of the apps that you already have, and you would probably need to download some of them. And then comes the settings part. You first have notifications. It tells you the Fire TV tips, etc. Some notifications. Network is what shows you all the Wi-Fi networks. Then you have display and sounds. You can have a screensaver. You can have a display. Audio, it says, is Dolby Digital. You can have mirroring, which I'll show you in a while, and second screen notification and stuff. And then you have applications, all the applications that you have, and App Store, automatic updates, external market, in-app purchases, and stuff like that. And manage install applications. You can uninstall applications using that. Controllers and Bluetooth devices if you want to play games here. Preferences talks about the parental controls, data monitoring, which means you can put a cap on your data. You can tell the Amazon stick that once the data crosses this point, I would want you to stop the service. So that way you can save data. And notifications in settings, time zone, etc. Device is a very important part. It tells you the developer options, and always keep the two of these things on, because we would need them to be on for certain apps to be downloaded. So, and accessibility tells you about subtitle and stuff, help, and gives you detail about your account. So that's the basic layout. And when you press the home button, you get to go to the home screen. Now, there is a problem, of course, regarding Amazon apps. In India, the apps available are much less than the ones available in the US. For example, you don't get the downloader app used to install several third-party apps, whereas in the US, you're able to get them right in the Amazon store. But I'll be showing you how to get this app and some others in a short while. So I'm going to download some very important apps like Firefox, and that will help us, in fact, set up YouTube also, which is going to be the next thing that we're going to do. If you are not aware of this, Google has pulled out the official YouTube app from the Amazon App Store since the 1st January 2018. So welcome New Year, and we have one of the most used and important video streaming services pulled out from the Amazon ecosystem. So the next thing that we have seen after the setup, we're going to look at how to set up YouTube. So what I'm going to do for setting up YouTube is download the Firefox app. So go to the magnifying glass, press and hold Firefox. And the Firefox is shown here. I hit enter and it's in the cloud. You own it, you need to download it. So let's download it, open it. So I open this and turn on the turbo mode. And the first thing you will see is the YouTube. So you are going to this app now, YouTube, because YouTube app does not exist in Fire TV anymore. And you can use the YouTube app without signing in, but I'm going to sign in and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, when you want to sign in, it will give you a code. Now, open up any web browser in your phone or laptop, type the following address bar, that is youtube.com/activate, and then you have to type the code that you are given in that browser, and you will be able to get the YouTube sign in. So let's go and see how it works. So I'm going to hit the sign in button. So sign in. The moment I say sign in, it's going to give me a code. So what you need to do is you need to go to a phone or a computer, and in the browser of Firefox, you need to type youtube.com/activate, and then you put this code and you are good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Firefox, which I've already downloaded in my computer. It wants me to use it as a default browser. Right now I don't want to do that, and the address I need to type in is youtube.com/activate, and then I hit enter. It will give a space for me to put the code. Now this code we need to feed into this PVSBJHNR, all caps, and no need for any space, even though in the code there was a space given. And it will say activated, and you have to now select the account that you need to activate. I've got 2 of them. So the first one is the primary account I'm going to select. YouTube on TV wants to access your account, and I say allow. Success. So now what I do, as you can notice, my account is activated because of the logo as it appears. This is the logo, and I want another account to be added. Add another account. I go to add another account. So, and it should going to give me another code, and this is the second code I get. So repeat the process. youtube.com/activate, enter. Make sure put this code BYRCBCTL, no space again. Hit enter. Next, and then allow. The second account, it wants me to select the other account. I've selected it. Allow. Success. And let's go back and see, and I should be able to get my second account as well, and both my accounts are active. So this is how you're going to get YouTube. There are many other ways of getting the same thing, and there are some ways which are pretty long. They're very longish ways, and I would recommend you not to use those ways. Using Tonydoid TV and stuff like that, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to be very painful and take a lot of time to do that kind of work. Now let's play some video, and I'll show you one important feature of this YouTube. Rather, the absence of feature is that you will not be able to view any comments, nor will you be able to make any comments in this particular app. So let's go to my YouTube channel, and it's already there. So this is the home. Let me go to my own videos, and in this I'm going to talk about, let's say, any one of those videos. Let's go for this Sony wireless noise cancelling headphones. We have pictures. There's beautiful caves inside. So now, as you can see, the video is playing, but you don't get any option to make any comments. If you keep going down, that's it. It ends here. There's no way to make any comments. Or if you want to go to the same video, you'll notice there is an option called More Options, right? So let me hit that. And More Options. If I hit that, I get the tab for quality, captions, like, dislike, and that's it. Report. There's nothing in between. Report, and then you have feedback. Feedback is not comments, and then stats for nerds. So you will not be able to make any comments, not see any previous comments of anyone else. Now, if you wish to see the comments and want to comment on any video, you need to access YouTube using the web browsers. Let me show you that. So let me go to Firefox again, and this will directly take me to YouTube, because we had configured it that way. And now let me go to See, there are mistakes happening. YouTube.com, and the interface is different from the interface in a normal browser. So let me go to any one of these videos and I'll show you how you can make comments in this.
Fast pitch fibers, Grady. All about the shortness. It's all about fast pitch. Here we go. Around the wicket to Dhoni. Is he going to want to find the boundary? They play tip and run as another single.
And as you can see, you're able to see other videos, and there you go with the comments. And there's an arrow there. And then you can see all the comments here, and you can make your own comment. So this is how you'll be able to use a web browser to view and make comments on any video on YouTube. Now the third thing that I'm going to show you is screen mirroring of your Android device on the Fire Stick, and then iOS on the Fire Stick. So let's go to the home, and what you need to do is hold the home button and you'll be able to see this, and go to mirroring. That will switch on the mirroring. Now go to the phone, settings on the phone, and different Android devices will have different places where the casting is present. In my case, it is the last option in display. So I say cast, I'm able to detect the Fire TV. It says connecting, display is mirroring, about to mirror, and there you go. The display is mirrored. And if I were to, let's go to YouTube and let's see this video. And the voice is coming from the monitor. So therefore, when it mirrors the screen, then audio is also transferred to the device on which the mirroring is happening. So if I hold it in the landscape view, it automatically changes to the landscape view on the monitor also. So that's pretty simple. Now let's do the iOS. iOS has to use a paid app called AirPlay Mirror. It's a 15 minutes of trial, and let's use the trial version for this. Let's get it, and it says open. Okay, let's try with the iPhone. Screen mirroring, it says AFTT, and I'm able to mirror my iPhone. It's just free for 15 minutes, and the lag is as usual as it would be in any other device. Landscape view, I think it's working perfectly well, and I don't find any issues with this. And I think if you're really bent on mirroring the iPhone screen on your Fire TV stick, I think this is one of the best apps to do it. And the name of this app is AirPlay Mirror Receiver. It was free for 15 minutes, and after that you need to buy it from the Amazon store. And the fourth option is, let's install some apps like Downloader, which will help you download and install many apps like Kodi and Stremio and stuff like that. So let's try Downloader. The next thing that we're going to be downloading is the Downloader. In fact, Downloader is a very important app that helps you to download many other applications that are not found in the Amazon App Store, like Kodi, Stremio, Aptoid. So all these apps are pretty important. Therefore, Downloader is going to help you download them, sideload these apps into your Fire Stick. So let's go and figure out how to get the Downloader. Now the problem is that this app is actually not present in India, the Indian Amazon App Store. It has to be downloaded from Amazon.com. In my testing, I found it very cumbersome to navigate in a internet browser using the Fire TV remote. So the best way to do this job is by using your computer and going to Amazon.com. So this is how we can do it. So let me make this into a small window. Now I'm going to go to Amazon.com and I'm already in Amazon.com. Now what you do is search for downloader. In my testing I had already downloaded it once, so that's why it's showing up. So this is the downloader. Now go to this downloader and it gives you the option of delivering, and this is the name of the Fire Stick. Remember, the Fire Stick has the same ID as your Amazon ID, and therefore the Amazon Fire Stick's name will show up here. And now when you say deliver, let me also reduce this window size. Now what will happen is, once I say deliver, it'll take a few seconds to refresh and that downloader app will be immediately coming here. Let's try this. Deliver. And there you go. You have downloader. It took a while for it to download and install. And there we have the downloader working for us now. Now the next step is to download Kodi. So let's go ahead and see how we can do that. And we'll also download some add-ons for it. And to know more about Kodi and Plex, basically Kodi is a network media server, something similar to Plex. It will play the media that you have in your house in the form of a hard drive in a computer or an external hard drive or a NAS. It will even play videos from external sources. And there is always a tussle between it being legal or illegal, but there are certain sources which are legal. Kodi by itself is legal, but if you use it for getting illegal stuff, then definitely the entire process becomes illegal. So this is the way to install Kodi, and I'm going to install Kodi 17.6. So let's go to downloader now, since we have just downloaded it. So let's go to downloader. Okay. And in the URL, you have to type the following. And I'm not going to use the remote to do the typing because it's very, very painful to do that. So as usual, I'm going to be using the Fire TV app. So you need to type HTTP. Okay, it's already coming up. And you need to type bit.ly, and while typing using the phone app, you have to be very careful that you do not miss anything, because it will by itself will not be able to do everything correctly. There will be certain issues while typing. And /Kodi, and then you type 176. So it's bit.ly/Kodi 176, and select this, hit go. And as you can see, it is beginning to download. The file will download. It's about 86.8 MB. So it's going to take a little bit of time. So have patience to do this. Surprisingly, today my internet connection has slowed down. And that's why it's taking this much amount of time. Otherwise, it will get it done pretty fast. It's almost done now. And we need to install it. Installing it. The app is installed. Done. And I want to delete this file because remember, irrespective of how much you want to install the apps, you have to make sure that the 8 GB that you have in the Fire Stick is being used wisely. I think what you can do, the best way is to go to settings again. To launch the app, go to settings and go to applications and manage installed applications, and you'll find Kodi sitting here, and launch it from here. It's version 17.6. It's preparing for the first run. So that's it. That's the Kodi for you. So now we're going to be installing the no limits wizard. And this is how we do that. So we go to settings on top, select this, go to file manager, and now add source, click this. Now in the none, press enter and type the following. And again, I'm using the phone. So you need to type http://2// I think there is a bit of a problem, yeah, 2// and now type no limits, no limits. Please keep checking what is written there. No limits, fire, FIRE, dot SRVE, it's serve, SRVE, dot IO, /Kodi, and / once again. So I'm just going to check no limits, fire.srve.io /Kodi /. Okay. So now hit OK. Now you got to click the blue box and you can give it any name you want. So I'm going to call it Kodi no limits. So capital K, Kodi no limits. You can put any name here. And now you got to click OK and go back to the initial page. Now you need to click add-ons, which is right at the bottom here below the radio, add-ons. And from here you go to the Dropbox like icon, which is actually meant for installing add-ons. So click this and install from zip file. Go to settings and enable both notification and unknown sources. Yes. And then go back to install from zip file. Go to Kodi no limits. Now go to this plugin and it will take a bit of a time for it to completely install. And add-on is installed. Now let's install the Kodi no limits build. So go back and go to program add-ons. Go to this wizard and go to any one of these. I would prefer to go to this one, no limits Fire Stick Lite adult, and it will start downloading. It's a pretty huge file, it's 162 MB. So Kodi will shut down automatically, that's what it says. Now if you get this warning, just hit OK. And now what you do, go to home. Now go to settings. Go to applications. From here we'll select Kodi. From the manage installed applications, we go to Kodi and we will force stop it. And once it's done, go back and launch application. Now the Kodi will run with all the add-ons that we have just installed. As you can see, we have a lot of lists here, TV shows. Let's look at some TV shows. So it will take some time, a couple of moments for it to build the shortcuts. So till then, let's go back to home. Now, let's install Stremio. Now, Stremio is another app which is very similar to Kodi. Some people rate it better than Kodi. So let's go ahead and install Stremio. So as usual, we go to the downloader. As you can see, downloader is so important that it is this one which will help us get all other apps. HTTP, and now we need to type strem.io/downloads/ and it will download Stremio. Java is disabled. Yes, we need to enable Java in this. So we go to settings and enable this part, Java. Yes. And go. And now it will lead us to a web page. But luckily we have an air mouse kind of a stuff. For various operating systems, you have Stremio. This is for Windows. So go down. And we need fit for Android. We will be selecting this. Download is in progress, 26.3 megabytes. Relatively a smaller file. Kodi was around 84. Rather 88, I guess. And this is 26.3 megabytes. Install. And the symbol is 3 here for Stremio. And again, let me repeat, you have only 8 gigs of storage in your Fire Stick. Already 2 gigs of that has been used up for the operating system for Android and Fire OS. So you do not have a lot of room to install apps. And done. So that is the reason I want to delete all these files. Remember, deleting these files doesn't mean that you're deleting the application. And let's go. Now we need to install some add-ons. So now the advantage of Stremio is over Kodi is that whatever add-ons you add using your computer, those add-ons will remain with Stremio. So whenever you download Stremio into another device with the same user ID and password as this one, all these Stremio add-ons will automatically get installed. So it is like the settings of Stremio are being saved somewhere, and all of that will automatically get installed second time. Unlike Kodi, in Kodi you have to do it every time you take a new device. So how do we do that? Now first let me show you the app itself. So let's go to settings, applications, manage, and you will find Stremio sitting here, Stremio beta, and launch application. And now we will also, I'm using the same ID as the Amazon ID. So again, let me take up my phone. So I'm just using the same ID. And now I need to put in the password. And this is the place which is dangerous. using the phone. And there you go. So everything is right there with you. And now let's see the add-ons. So let me reduce the window size of this. And I've already opened the page. I will be leaving the link of that page in the description below. This is the add-on page. This is where you get add-ons. So, and you also need to have Stremio in your computer, and I've already downloaded it. So let me install it here too. The same login ID. Login. I get the same stuff here. And now what I'm going to do, for example, I go to this one, install add-on, allow, install. And as you can see, the add-on has been installed in the Stremio. Here also it's getting installed. So let me go to another one. Some of them may not work. They may show us install. Even that one is installed. So you have installed all the add-ons of Stremio. It's another network media player. So you can install the add-ons, and I'm going to give you the link in the description below. With that, I conclude this very long video. I'm very sorry, but I just could not cut it short. I hope you learned something from this video. I also hope it helped you decide whether or not you want the Fire Stick in case you don't have one. If you enjoyed this, please hit the subscribe button and also the like button. With that, this is Kalyan Kumar signing off. Have a great day. Goodbye and thank you for watching.